few moments later.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I have brought to you on this Wednesday, this wonderful hump day. We're out my window, my little window in my basement cavern. I can see that it's raining out, but I have a bit of sunshine to provide you. Now, we've covered at length the exploits of human garbage Peluchin entertainment, as well as here and there we have talked about internet creep Lionmaker. If you're not familiar with these two stories, I'll give you a TLDR in just a minute, but these good news suspensions are brought to you by private internet access. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. It's a leading VPN provider with over 30 million downloads worldwide. If you didn't know, the term VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. With private internet access, all of your internet traffic goes through a secure VPN tunnel, your IP address is hidden, and your data is encrypted. Private internet access is available on all platforms, including Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, and many others. You can use one subscription to protect up to 10 devices at the same time, so that's your cell phones, your computer, your laptop. If you use the link provided below, only for my community, you can get complete digital privacy for less than $3 a month and 2 extra months free. Reviewers love private internet access, and it got PC Magazine's Editor Choice Award for the past 5 years. Look, you don't want to be browsing the internet these days without a VPN, and this private internet access is an excellent option to protect yourself from people prying into your data and give you the anonymity you deserve. Follow the link in the description below and give Private Internet Access VPN a try. Everyone should be using a VPN for various reasons. You don't have to use this one, but if you do, you get a great deal and you help the channel directly. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the exploits of Peluchin Entertainment, I made several videos about him at 2 different periods of time. He is a kid, probably 16 to 18 years old, I'm guessing, if I remember properly, from Chile, who gained most of his popularity on YouTube being an awful human being, ending the lives of cats, doing terrible things to cats, uploading those videos, and gaining popularity. The frustrating thing to me was that there seemed to be a gigantic audience for this, and until people really pointed out how messed up he was, channel was still growing. In fact, just a few days ago, the channel was still growing. In terms of Lionmaker, to complete that arc, internet got outraged about a year ago, and we were able to get all these videos removed. In the past like 60 days, these videos have started to resurface. Copycat channels have started to resurface, and there were many large YouTubers, and a smaller one, including myself, pushing YouTube to ban this user. Now, I'm not a huge fan of deplatforming, obviously. In fact, I actively speak out against it. But for doing this to animals, I will make an exception. It's the same way where we have these fake animal rescue channels where they're putting real animals who aren't in danger and hurting them to pretend they're saving them. That's a real thing that's happening, and it's been covered by better commentary channels than myself. You should look into that. Hopefully they'll be next. The problem is, if you don't ban these people swiftly, then you get copycats. And clearly there's a market for this sick content. I don't know why, but I can now confirm Peluchin Entertainment has been banned. This account has been terminated for a violation of YouTube's terms of service. You look at this kid's channel, and it's been around for a very long time, from Chile. Look at this week alone. He was growing at about 100 subscribers a day and still averaging 32,000 views a day. You see a group here back in September 2019, last time we were outraged, that we got a few videos removed. But then you saw here in January, 13 million views. What do you think that was? And he's still averaging 600,000 views a month, growing. And look at when the views spike, gaining 22,000 sickos. But now when you try to go to the channel, the latest video does not exist. The channel is gone. Smash like if you're happy about it. I'm not really one to celebrate deplatforming, but in this particular case, I'm a huge fan. I'm bummed that it took YouTube almost a year to do it and allowed the market to grow and mature and have copycats created. Other channels that I won't name now popped up and were re-uploading his videos. But thank you, Susan Wojcicki, for removing this person. This is after it received national coverage. Back in September of last year, thousands of people signed petitions. This is 2 years ago. I'm sorry. This guy has been on the platform for years. And this was back in 2019 when he did this stuff to his cat. All right? That is pathetic that it took them this long to get rid of him. I guess thanks. Then we have Lionmaker, somebody who has done some terrible things with young fans, a Minecraft YouTuber. And when I say has done some terrible things with young fans, I think you know what I mean. So much so that he was actually locked up for it. In 2015, Wilton, who was 27 at the time, admitted to a relationship with a 15-year-old YouTuber, all sorts of things. He ended up getting locked up for 10 months. 10 months. Not very long. He then immediately resurfaced back on Mixer and on YouTube, and people were wondering, you know, is this okay? I don't know. This is a complicated one because, look, if you've done your time, I think that you should be given a second chance by society. That's the only way this works. That said, when you're in for doing stuff with kids as a nearly 30-year-old, I can understand why somebody wouldn't want you to gain access to young kids again. So he appeared back on YouTube and started growing his channel again with more young fans, people that either knew about what he did or didn't care, and people were not having it. His videos were getting completely dislike brigaded, and now we see, as reported last night, we'd like to inform you that we've received a complaint regarding your YouTube account, Lionmaker. Upon review, we've determined that activity in your account violates TOS. As a result, we've terminated your account. Now, I won't say that I'm not sure anything he was doing was violating TOS. However, YouTube does have this policy. Sorry, I didn't show you that. YouTube does have this policy that what you do off platform does and can affect how they punish you on platform. The question is, do you want to open this up? I mean, you've got people now calling for MiniLad to get banned next because MiniLad was, kind of admitted to the same thing. And I think this is difficult because it's a slippery slope. Should you ban everybody who's been accused of this? No, I don't think you can. This has to be proven, first of all. Now, in Lionmaker's case, he stood before a judge and was charged for this. So I'm a little more comfortable with it. But are you going to start removing people for DUIs? Are you going to remove people for... Is it only this one crime? Are you going to have people who have ended other people and did their time and got out? They're not allowed to have a YouTube channel? Because, honestly, there's a whole space of YouTube, by the way. I don't know if you guys know this. And by the way, I'm cool. I love the content with former people who did a lot of time. You have the After Prison show as kind of a light one. I'm not sure his crimes were that big of a deal. But there are other people. There are huge YouTubers. Fresh Out is another one with Herc. There's a lot of channels like this, and I think it's cool. Who's the other guy I like? Why can't I think of his name right now? Ah, he makes custom surfboards. Lockdown 23-1, I think. So are we going to bar all people who have been charged from having YouTube channels? I don't think that that's a good idea. I love that they're able to get their life straight and build a career on YouTube, because it's hard to find a job if you've made a mistake in your past and you've got to carry a felony around with you. If we want to just say that, the kid stuff, the fact that Lionmaker used YouTube to obtain his young fans, I think that that's probably a special circumstance, and I'm okay with it. Mini Lad, he's another one. I don't know. I mean, he hasn't been charged with anything. I guess I'm just going to take this as a dub. I'm fine with somebody who's actually done time for grooming their young fans on their Minecraft channel not being allowed back on the platform. I'm 100% fine with that. In terms of Peluchin, that one's way easier to celebrate the dub. He was using YouTube to post just horrendous things, and just being awful, awful, awful to animals. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have 3 cats plus 2 fosters and a dog on the way. I've always had a house full of pets. In fact, we have hermit crabs too, because lockdown made my wife go crazy, apparently. But yeah, I'm going to take this dub. I'm fine with it. You won't be missed. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.